Hello again, Struck. Welcome back. I will be streaming today again some Keela, but I will also be switching to the other characters, so it's not gonna be just Keela today. There's gonna be some run some maps with the other heroes too. So for now, let's start with Keela and then let's eventually move on to playing some of the other heroes a little bit just to test how they feel after the changes. So I did pull that turret build today and it was fun to play it. Wondering if I should start playing something other than what I'm doing right now. Right now I'm doing the turret build. Maybe I could do one map on it and then move on to something different. Maybe something like, let's find something more suitable. Okay, keeps giving me maps with annoying mods. I wanna do reduced crit chance or cooldowns. Or armor. This seems to be kinda fine, I guess. And in the meantime I'm gonna quickly post that I'm streaming in the Chaosbane server. Just a second. Okay, and I've posted. So yeah, now we're good to go. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage super quickly. Not sure what happened there. What the hell was this? Where did the damage come from? Even. Like something's doing shit to— wait. I've got my items, so they shouldn't be doing this much damage on this map. That just doesn't feel right. Something feels wrong here with the damage reduction with the defenses. Could be because there are so many rangers and I'm taking all of the damage at once. But once I build my damage reduction stacks, there's no problems, you can see. Just need that padded armor to start working. One damage. Yeah, he was invulnerable for a moment there. Not completely, but 1 damage per hit. Kind of is invulnerable. Come on, start taking damage. Those skeletons can be quite pesky when they buff themselves and don't take much damage. This seems to be a dead end. Let's keep moving, just a second. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving now. But yeah, the turrets are quite fun, but I will be testing some of the other heroes after the patch changes today. Because yesterday I played just for a single map on Bragi, to show my viewers some stuff about him, so maybe today I can explore what changed and how the other classes feel after the rebalancing, because I never had the chance to do it, being too busy with Keela, and probably today is the best day to do that. Let's keep moving. Keep spamming those turrets to get that chain reaction to stay up. The duelist chain reaction to stay at 4 stacks. And maybe the scorpion is nearby here. Yeah, the more turrets you've got, the stronger you are, of course. The damage just adds up. The only problem I've got with the turrets is I can't tell them to attack a specific target, and for example, if a boss fight has a lot of adds, a lot of enemies spawning, the turrets would be kind of randomly attacking the nearest target, and it won't be good focusing until you've killed the adds. The same problem like with the summoner build. You cannot tell your pets or your turrets to focus a target that you won't focus, like a lead boss, healer, etc. See, the same thing is happening right now. There's a lot of adds, so my turrets killed the enemies, but they weren't attacking the scorpion. And yeah, since the turrets can't wipe leech, it is a bit tricky sometimes. You might have to stay away from the fight and just rely on the turrets to regain some HP. Just like what I did now. Thankfully the turrets can do damage. Let's get rid of the healer first. Die, kill it, then he's buffed. Two healers, two melee enemies, that was quite a few of them. Alright, let's focus this guy only. Can't out heal when I focus him. He just can't out heal it. There we go. Now let's hope for something good from the chest. Oh nice, nice start. I love it when we start with a green the day. What was it? Rock Splitter. Oh no, Stonebreaker, not Rock Splitter. Well, not that good, but It's a green at least. But yeah, I have to sell some stuff. Defendless slaughter, armor, crit chance, crit damage, crit chance, crit damage, HP. This is quite nice. It's only missing some cooldown there. But yeah, those Stonebreakers, I'm gonna have to get rid of some of them. Just wanna see which ones. Maybe for now I can put them in the warehouse, in the stash. Something like this for now. Okay, that should work. So I'm wondering if I should try an experiment with a different set today again. Tomorrow I'm supposed to be uploading a build for the Blaze set. Still have no idea what I want to upload for this. I was not happy with the results the Blaze set gave me when using excavation yesterday. I was getting better results using excavation on the melee set. So okay, let's see if I switch up the build a bit. What could I do if I switch up the build to maybe not use Mauve Mountains and use something else? I'm still gonna get Engineer of War though. Engineer of War, then instead of Mauve Mountains. Hmm. I'm wondering what to test. I don't want to do a jet to stream build. Jet stream builds don't seem like fun to me. Crit chance bonus. This one was damage reduction bonus. Do I want to go for it? It's gonna be nice cooldown reduction if I go for it. But then I'm gonna have to sacrifice a passive. What passive can I sacrifice if I go for more damage reduction? Probably Hero of the Desert. But this is giving me 10% permanent damage reduction, so maybe the Pistons. Or maybe let's go for more damage, I guess. Where was the flat damage? There was somewhere out there flat damage. Flat damage. Oh, it's all the way here, super far away. Not sure what else I want to experiment with. Maybe crit chance would work well. Okay, we've got 4 points. Oh, there's nothing good I can take for 4 points. It's just maybe damage reduction. Damage reduction, or we can do okay, just 1 point. I'm gonna get some HP. Just wanna test a little bit less tanky version of the build, a little bit less tankiness. So we're still gonna be using this, but maybe more Grim Smite, or maybe experimental explosive. Explosive could give us some burst of Wife Leech. I'm just testing, I'm just experimenting with the build that we made today, how it could be better. This one. Just testing, if I get rid of one of my damage reduction skills, can I still survive and maybe do some damage? This is just the whole point of me switching things up. But that's more of a set for the mortar build rather than this one. Oh, there we go. Let's do that here. Maybe I need to go this way. Oh, chest. It's not this way. Oh, keep going, keep going. So after this map I can probably go and check all of the other heroes and see how much stronger or weaker their builds have become. For Bragi we did confirm that I could get another 500-600 crit damage if I get better items with more counter attack, which would be super difficult, I guess. Because it's not about just getting any items, it's about getting better versions of the items I was using on Bragi before, and that's gonna take a while for the counter-attack stuff. For Conrad, definitely the Solan's build would be super strong now. The meteors would be falling more often, proccing things more often, proccing Wife Leech more often. Even though Blade of Vengeance got nerfed, that shouldn't impact the Solan build that much. Okay, where is it? Should be this way. Come on, Scorpy. Where are you, Scorpy? I sincerely hope I don't have to return and backtrace again. Looks like it. Oh no, it's fine, it's this way. Xenomorph, there was a patch yesterday. 15 megabytes, but there was no information regarding what the patch did. So yesterday I downloaded 15 megabytes of patch without knowing what it was. It might have been the day before yesterday, but I think it was yesterday when I downloaded something like 15 megabytes. But definitely no patch today, as far as I've noticed. There could have been a patch, but my games update automatically, so unless I see it updating, I won't know. But yeah, from what I can tell, there wasn't one. So wondering who to test next, which character to go and check what the changes to that character are. You didn't get it on Xbox? It could have been something PC related, because I got it on Steam, but as I said, it was just 15 megabytes, so it could have been just some very small stuff. Could have been something being broken. They didn't say anything about what was changing, so I've got no idea what it was. Look at this long map. I still haven't found the damn boss. This is one of the longest maps on this layout I've done, on this biome. There we go, he's dead. So boss time maybe? I'm wondering if I can even survive the boss without the damage reduction I lost. Especially this one. This is one of the trickier bosses because he can spam his skills without cooldown. And there's a healer here as well, which I might wanna kill before the boss if it follows me. Let's see if the healer followed. Well, the healer is still here. Not great at all. How am I gonna deal with him and the boss at the same time? Come on, kill it. Fucking healer, man. Did he die? Well, he's dead now. But yeah, now my damage reduction is back to 0. Yeah, I'm not getting that much more damage, and I don't think turrets can actually crit. So going for this much damage seems like a waste, getting this much crit damage on the turret setup. If the turrets can crit, then they should really change the numbers to become orange when they do. Sometimes I see 5-6 million hits on the turrets, and it seems like they're critting somehow. but it's super hard to tell. My crit chance right now is only 30%, so that's not enough. Nowhere near as much as I want it to be. Ah, come on, don't. This would be hard without my damage reduction stacks. Come on, stop stunning. See, this is the worst because he just doesn't have cooldowns. I've seen him continuously spamming the same skill like instantly. As soon as the skill is over, he repeats it sometimes. But as long as the turrets can focus him, he dies quickly. Alright, where's my wood? So yeah, next I'm probably gonna check the mage, ranger or soldier, because I checked the other dwarf yesterday, and I do know how the other dwarf is after the patch. Not bad at all for braggy. Just wanna see how the others are. I can also see some balance done to the enemies. Not just the heroes got buffed and rebalanced, but the enemies also got rebalanced. So currently Chaos 10 feels like the old Chaos 8. So let's say I take the mage, for example. If I take the mage, and I go on the farming build, the speedrunning build, and do the story, the new story, to unlock the new damage reduction, I'm wondering how strong it would be. We'll have to see. Alright, I'm just gonna skip this. If anyone wants to see the voiceovers, let me know and I'm gonna open them up for you. First of all, let me quickly check what might have changed here. If there's any obvious changes. So far I'm not seeing any obvious changes. Oh, counterspell might be strong now. After they boosted the counterattack damage, probably this might not be that bad. But where was counterspell? Counterspell was on this side here. Yeah, I'm gonna be experimenting sometimes with this. now let's just do that story quickly. With the mage it should be quick. I wanna see if I can implement in my passives the padded armor. This thing, the padded armor. It should be great. Not for this build, but for the other build. Although even for this build it should be fine. Wait, what difficulty am I on? Oh, I might have forgotten to increase it. Should have done it on like Chaos 7 or something. I think this is 6. Oh, it is Chaos 7, never mind. So it's good enough to still give me some challenge. And this is gonna be against Chaos 7 and 8 to make them easier, and then added Chaos 9 and 10. Kind of makes no sense to make it like that, but I guess they just wanted 2 more extra difficulty levels. Which reminds me, I need legendary ranks. I'm wondering how far this damage can go. $177, that's actually pretty nice damage. 177. My teleport right now does 157. This does 177. That's pretty nice. Let's see how far this damage can go. 50%. And I can probably do this. So I will be testing today on every hero some of the changes, just to see. Thankfully this doesn't take too long to complete as a story. Oh, I remembered there was something done to this field, to the etheric vortex. What was the change? I think, yeah, it gives us movement speed and cooldown reduction, which is amazing. For some builds this is great, having movement speed and this should have been... Wait, the enemies no longer take extra damage with this. Before, with this one the enemies took 20% extra damage, with this one and this one they didn't. Now this one makes them take extra damage. So what's... And this one is the one with the damage reduction. So for harder content, yeah, this one. For the lower content, this one. Overall, good boost. Overall, a good boost. I'm gonna keep discovering some things, yeah. And there's definitely a lot of things that probably are not in the patch notes, so for those I'm gonna just have to figure them out as I play. Next, let's see. Okay, padded armor is unlocked. Thankfully for padded armor you just need to finish the first story quest. I don't need the other ones, so for now I'm just gonna stick to this. And let's switch to Ut1, to the Ut1 build. Where is my Ut1 number? Wait, shouldn't this be with a heroic etheric vortex? Oh yeah, it is. Damage reduction 20, damage taken 100% to the enemies. Okay, so yeah, that's how it was before. I'm gonna try it like that. And quickly I need let's do it like this. Let's go to Chaos 10. Just wanna see if it can do it. Can we do Chaos 10 with this build now? With just that skill being added into the mix. So I removed some of my damage. I wanna test it on elites. I wanna see if elites can one-shot me. Let's see, this is a good test. The poisoner should be able to kill me if I stay in the poison and don't move away. I need to build those stacks. 100 stacks would be super difficult to build if I'm not getting hit. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I wanna test. Mostly with the counter-attack damage. I wanna be testing counter-attack damage on all characters to see how much better it would be. Before only Bragi was a character worth going into counter-attack, and sometimes maybe Alessa was worth it to go into the counter-attack route. Because just we couldn't get enough counter-attack from gear to make up for losing the damage. And the damage reduction we needed for I'm missing an important ring here, I think. So this doesn't have crit chance. This doesn't have crit chance. Right, let's try this. Why is it showing up as a green one when it's red? Oh, that's weird. certain heroes on Chaos 10. Even if you don't kill bosses, if you just do mob hunting with AoE builds like Bragi, it should be pretty nice. Conrad would be great for farming XP with the Soul set. We can go on Conrad next. It reminds me, I wanna check the melee mage setup with more damage, less damage reduction, just to see how that one would work out. Because on that one I could do 40-50 million crits before. Oh fuck, again the damn poisoner. He's overpowered, I mean. So strong. And what's that? Damage, 40% enemy damage. Yeah. Alright, killed it. Wait, what's that chest? So, another set I wanna try with this mage would be the Blinding White set, the one that doesn't have that much damage reduction, but has a stronger Blinding White that can do a lot of damage with damage over time. So this is another thing I wanna be testing after that. So yeah, we'll be testing all the heroes today to see how they feel. I still don't think we needed Chaos 9 and 10, but I think they added this to make farming relic hunts a good alternative to doing invasions, because before Chaos 8 being the maximum and it taking as long as it did before was not viable compared to doing invasions on high ranks. Now I think relic hunts on Chaos 9, 8, 10 are viable choices of farming items from there compared to invasions. I think I need my damage reduction ring. And the other one. Where was the other one? Come on, drop me an orb. Drop me an orb. Wow, they really don't want to drop those orbs, do they? Did the one set got nerfed? No? Still has the damage reduction. Oh shit. Did I do that? And this knockback, if he didn't knock me back, I would have benefited from 40% damage reduction. Now I'm screwed. Now I can't get my damage reduction up. With Wife Leech this would be strong though, because I would be able to heal up by a lot. So I would definitely need some Wife Leech items for this one. This build already has a lot of health regeneration stacking, so this combined with health drain, it would be good synergy. Come on boss, just die. Still can't get that defense as high as I want it to be. Come on, come on. Come on, he's getting close to dying. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Finally. Finally. Alright, let's check the wood. That was a long Chaos 10 map. Definitely much slower than I can do on Keela with some sets. So I'm gonna try the more damage oriented sets to see how those would fare against Chaos 10 without changing my items for new ones. Dragon Tamer trousers. Just the next set I wanted to try was the Dragon Tamer. So any wife drain anywhere. I mean, it's trouser, so it can't get it. Basically, a lot of counterattack damage. Look at this, 840 extra counterattack damage to my other item. That's a lot. That is a big number. I wanna test Morvo next. Let's take more damage reduction. Maybe something like this. Now I'm missing something. I think I know what. So first I'm not gonna go all in on the damage reduction, and I'm gonna go for some other things. To see how it fares without going all in on the damage reduction. Okay, they fixed it. They fixed the abuse where we could equip one item on one slot, on one wardrobe, and then use the heroic skill. But I was expecting this to get fixed, so I can no longer put Scepter of Ice on another wardrobe and get the heroic from it. This is fine. I can still get. What damage do I need? This is magic fire, magic, magic, magic. So I need fire damage. That means I need this one. Is it Chaos 10 still? Yeah, it's still Chaos 10. Come on. Skeletons explode on death. Can I survive this? We'll see. So this is definitely less damage reduction all over. There's so much damage. I'm gonna remove some damage from the build. What's my god skills on this build right now? Okay, that's the ones I was using here. Yeah, instead of going all in on the damage, I'm gonna go a bit more defensive this time. Phew, look at how much damage they're doing. Can't even survive the basic enemies. Okay. So far, this seems okay damage-wise, of course, but it always was good damage-wise, even before it was good damage-wise. Survivability was the problem. And I even removed some of the damage, so we're not seeing the 40 million crits, we're seeing the 20 something 30 million crits. But it is Chaos 10 after all. Oh wow, and yeah, you can see how easy it is to die with this setup. But I could rework it and make it a bit more balanced for more survivability for Chaos 10, or just do it in Chaos 9. I want to see, maybe for Chaos 9 farming it would be fine with all that damage, with slightly less survivability. Yeah, I'm loving having the level up speed on Chaos 10. This is a great buff for a party, having this extra cooldown reduction on the dome, on the etheric vortex that was not here before. But I'm telling you, this boss would kick my ass. He would be one-shotting me left and right on Chaos 10, the Scorpion boss. So I could kind of survive against the basic enemies because some of them are just melee enemies, and by the time they hit me, I've already hit first. As you can see, as soon as more enemies arrived and I stopped attacking the boss, it's kind of, yeah. Right, we did it quickly. Although I might die now. O2 bracers. So okay, this was a more pleasant experience with this extra damage. One of the harder bosses to kite because of all the tornadoes and his lack of cooldowns. So do I try the Morvo set next, or maybe I can come back on the mage later. Let's go on the soldier. I wanna test how strong the soldier is now. And after that I'm gonna test Keela and her summon and poison maybe. I also wanna check the physical, not Keela but Elessa. I wanna check the Elessa physical as well, not just the poison. So just quickly wanna sell. And I got ult1 bracers. No damage. Yes. Okay. Back to the main menu and let's check something else. This one. I'm gonna have to do the first quest to get that damage reduction. So I'm just gonna skip through to the first quest. What set is this? This is Solent. Okay. So let's complete this quest, get that padded armor. Thankfully padded armor you get super early, so I don't have to complete the whole campaign. Just the first quest to get in the passive I want. Actually need to be getting hit. That means I need a lot of enemies around me, otherwise not gonna get those stacks up, am I? Come on, start hitting me enemies, start hitting me. I know you can. See if anything good's here. Nope. Alright, I'm just gonna push through. Am I wearing the right amulet? Yes, I am. Can't click on him. They're just in the way. Get away from the NPC, come on. And they're not hitting me. If they hit, I can start getting bonuses. What actually was the change for Blade of Vengeance? The stacks going to 10 instead of 20. Oh, it gives damage reduction now? Okay, so instead of getting more damage, they reduced the damage but added damage reduction, so that was the nerf. In a way it's a buff for harder difficulties, so you have some more survivability. But the map with increased cooldowns would still be a terrible counter for builds like the Sound one. But the biggest problem is probably the permanently reduced armor. So for more damage, probably going for a Grudge Holder would be the better option now. Because with this I can get 20 times 10, 200 damage. They added damage over time to this, by the way. This one didn't seem to have changed. The Grid Settler is still 100% extra damage on taunted enemies, so still Blade of Vengeance is more when maxed. Still the better option out of the two. Alright, let's move. I'm not sure I even need this banner right now, this damage reduction. I can probably go for the damage oriented banner for now. 25. For now, until I go to Chaosbane to test. Yeah, I can't click on the NPC because of those enemies. Come on, stop. Fucking enemies, man. There we go. Alright, let's return to the town now. And change to Chaosbane and test if I can survive. So instead of this extra damage, I'm gonna be going all in on the damage reduction, obviously. And that means I'm taking this one. Chaosbane, select. Forges invasion, nice. Those are a bit rare. Just to see how strong it would be if the enemies don't die too quickly and they actually start hitting me and building up my Blade of Vengeance stacks. Even after it got nerfed and reworked, it's still a strong sword. Oh, did they change it so that we don't heal with each pew pew? Yeah, they made it so that we don't heal with each pew pew. Oh, that's not great. That was what was making this build strong. So, pretty bad debuff. Now you need Wife Leech to heal up, Wife Steel to heal. Because that was the only thing that was keeping this build alive before on hard fights. This one, each one of those hits was feeling 20% HP. So, huge nerf to the build. Which at the moment makes it kind of unplayable. I mean, you can still do stuff, but you can't survive. So, yeah, it's not like you can't survive, you can't get HP. That's the main problem, you can't get enough HP. Even if you do damage and survive yourself, some Wife Leech would be needed. But that doesn't mean the build is ruined, we just need more Wife Drain items, which means farming new items. The old ones are outdated, power creep at its finest. So that's why this game really needs re-rolling. It really needs the ability to re-roll items, to sacrifice items you don't need to get resources, and then use those resources to re-roll your current gear. This is what the game needs right now. I mean, they've added so much good stuff, so much quality of life when it came to item crafting, blessings, etc. They reworked it, made it a bit easier for the quality of life, but we now need new features in the itemization and the item crafting system. We need the ability to custom craft something more than just the blessings, because the blessings is a good starting point to give extra flavor to your items, but it's not enough. By the way, just checking my gear, is everything damage? Some of it is HP. I'm using damage reduction here, damage reduction here. For this I now need Bloodlust Orbs, unfortunately. I mean, this still is nice, but right now this kind of becomes not as viable as it was before, because we can't heal with every use of this Sigmar's Bastion. So what we need now is Wife Leech, and then every meteor would keep healing us. This is the only thing to save this build from being useless. Right now you can see I'm even struggling with some of the basic stuff. Struggling with killing the enemies because I have to get away from their damage to survive, because I can't heal up. So Conrad went from the strongest to probably medium tier character. But we'll see. I mean, I have to farm items with Wife Leech, at least a good weapon with Wife Leech, maybe gauntlets, and maybe an offhand, and then I will tell you. Oh, and now it's the healer. Great. How is my block chance? 24%. Wait, did they nerf something? Did they nerf some block chance stuff? Just checking if I've got the same stuff I had before. So this still reduces block chance by 50%, which is fine. This still is 20%, 20%. This is 20% block chance. My shield is 38. So in theory I should have 58 when this is active. And then from the god skills I should have another probably missing some block chance. $34. Yeah, that doesn't seem that much, but it's still fine. But I think we had more block chance before. I bought an old game, I heard it's pretty good. I want your thoughts on it. Well, LSU Jake 2174. The game is not that bad, but there's not many players in it. There's not many people playing it. So if you want to play solo, you can have some fun times. You can have some experimentation with different builds. You can do some farming every now and then, get some good wood. There are things to enjoy in the game. It's not that bad of a game, but it still can't compete with the top dogs on the market. It's still nowhere near Diablo, Path of Exile, Grim Dawn. Even Wolsen can offer you more, but Wolsen at the moment has problems with the balancing and variety for the hardest content. But with this game you really don't need to be doing the hardest content to get the best, and with this game the XP is super good. It's not as grindy XP as Wolsen or Path of Exile, so you're not gonna be grinding for levels, you're gonna be grinding for gear. Unlike the game made by grinding gear games, where you're grinding for levels most of the time. Here you don't need a lot of time to get the max level, so the real fun starts pretty soon. You just need 4 or 5 hours of story mode and leveling, and then you're done with the leveling, and then you start doing the thing that's similar to par. Come on, kill this guy, kill this guy. Been trying so long. Yeah, this map is taking forever. You just saw earlier on the damage build on the mage, I could complete a Chaosbane map so much faster than on this one, which was supposed to be the tank build in the game. Now I can't even tank. I was fine with the damage getting nerfed, but the survivability getting nerfed is just kind of a bullshit. Right, let's try and find the boss and kill it and end this torture. But the good news is the pistolier build would be much stronger because you can still use padded armor, and the pistolier does a lot more damage. So I think pistolier build is the one that's getting stronger now. I will test it, but I think it would need a lot of Wife Leech. Any build on Conrad right now would need Wife Leech. By the way, there's one thing that this game has had since launch, and this is this bad optimization of the exploding enemies animation. So when the enemies explode, you can see my frames per second kind of dropping by a lot. And the more enemies explode at the same time, the worse it gets. So this animation, the green explosion, just hasn't been up. Come on, Conrad. Oh, you're referring to Titan Quest. Titan Quest is a nice game. Titan Quest has a lot of stuff to offer, very good balancing, very good balancing there, I guess. I've had some time with that game. A few months ago I was playing it again after a long time. If you can get past the outdated graphics, combat and animations, Titan Quest can be enjoyed by many. It's a fun game, it has a lot of variety when it comes to items, and since THQ Nordic took over, they've been adding expansions. They added the Norse mythology expansion, then they added the Atlantis expansion, which added some more Endgame. So definitely a lot of stuff you can do in Titan Quest, a lot of builds you can figure out. And there's a lot of content for it out there on YouTube. You could check for the game, which is nice. The community is strong. It's not a big community, but it's still big enough and a strong community when it comes to Titan Quest. Is there a healer or is my damage just shit? This is gonna take forever to kill. Due to the constantly spawning enemies, this is the biggest part, the biggest problem right now. And the god skills don't heal at all. They kind of fucked it up, because my god skills didn't seem to heal me at all on using. So did they just completely remove this effect? Because I just used my Sigmar's blessing and it should have healed me, and it didn't. So even the initial god skill effect doesn't seem to heal anymore. So probably a bug. Probably they tried fixing it so that spamming Sigmar's Bastion doesn't heal you, and ended up breaking it so that using any god skill doesn't heal you. This has always been buggy. At first, when they added this amulet, it was actually healing the enemies. Then they fixed it and it was nice for a while. But yeah, it's kind of weird. So I can no longer face tank those big boys. Pretty slow fight. With my mage this would have been dead by now 10 times already since I started the fight. With Keela as well, with Bragi as well. So for now with this build, until I get White Leech, I'm not gonna be playing Chaos 10. Maybe stick to Chaos 8 would be the best thing for that Conrad Solan build. Chaos 8 is still good wood. We can just do invasions on the easier difficulties, which still gonna be hard without the healing. Yeah, look at that, that's taking forever. The longest boss fight I've had. And if I die, I'm not gonna even try again if I die. Because I don't wanna have to start over this fight. And the bosses heal up, so yeah. Look at him. And seems like the meteors are doing less damage now. And why do I even get energy with this one? Wait, if this generates energy, does it mean that this ring would boost it? So they added energy generation to the meteors. Wondering if Ring of Dexterity would boost it. Before, Ring of Dexterity only boosted the basic skills, only those that say energy generation. So this says energy cost, this says cooldown, this says energy generation. And before, this was only boosting those. Because it clearly says energy generation, but it didn't before, so it was hard to realize whether every single skill that can give you energy gets boosted, but I could tell it wasn't working after testing. I'm testing it now, and I can tell you it's not giving me that extra bonus damage, so might as well get something else instead of this. He's almost dead. That's a long boss fight though. Poor Conrad, nerfed to oblivion. Now, next would be testing Elessa, by the way. We tested the mage, we tested Conrad. Yesterday I tried Bragi and he was fine. So, yeah, I wanna see Elessa. I can come back to the mage for the other builds, I could come back to Conrad for his other builds to see how they change, but for now I wanna see Alessa and what's happening with her. Alright, let's go grab the wood chest before I die. Okay. Come on, kill those, get that XP. Alright, enough. Now back to the to Alessa. Just curious what I can get with her. Survivability wise, damage wise, I'm still gonna have to do the first quest. The first quest needs to be completed in the forges so I can get that damage reduction buff. So what build am I playing on right now? the Summoner build. On Chaos 8. Can we survive? Let's see. Was it just me or did I see 16 million? Wow, I'm seeing some nice millions before. So the highest I used to see before the patch was 20 on that setup from the piercing missile. What items am I wearing? Deadly tips, pack bow, wild hunt. Untamed now requires me to pick up orbs. Would it be better if I use something else then? Crit chance and damage. Crit chance, damage and armor piercing. Probably a better option for now, I guess. So the summons can still do up to 20 million damage. Whether that's gonna be enough. As long as I can survive, it's probably gonna be enough. The Ring of Resonance Explosion doing 7 million seems like a nice one. Wait, duelist chain reaction? I don't have it because summons can't crit. Okay. Come on. So the Summoner build kinda feels the same way it does, but that's Chaos 8, so it's supposed to be easy, I guess. And there's no bosses or champions on my way so far. I'm just gonna quickly rush through that quest so I can get the passive skill for damage reduction. Okay, 2 more NPCs. Gonna go this way first. Okay, first elite of the map. Let's try the damage now. Come on pets, do your thing. Do your thing. Okay, that was not a slow kill. That was not a slow kill at all. So Chaos 8 now feels like the old Chaos 6, kind of. Now we're good to try for Chaos 10. See how it performs there. Uh, so this is with the healing. If I remove the healing and use the damage version, this doesn't seem to have a limit. Maybe the limit is 100 stacks or 50 stacks. I'm gonna remove this and add this one into the mix, and maybe remove this one. I just need 2 more points. 2 more points are needed to add this one into the mix. Let's just check something. This blade 320. This blade 291. Rebounds off of woes. Chance of being swallowed, yeah, definitely don't need that. So we get extra damage reduction here. Probably that should work. Right, Chaos 10 off the bat. See how we can do. Oh, and most importantly, yeah, this needs to be removed. Maybe like this. Okay, I'm just gonna do a lesser map because it's cheaper to reroll those. Doesn't matter much. I'm not there for the wood, I'm there just to check if I can survive. Come on, summons, do your thing. So far, they're doing well. They're doing better than I expected. Trinity Gauntlet. Any wife still on it? Nope. I will be checking the other builds as well, just to see how much stronger or weaker they are. But yeah, the summoner was strong before and it seems to still be strong. And can't escape the one shots. Can't escape the one shots unless you get some more damage reduction. So I might kill them within a reasonable amount of time if I let my summons do the killing. By the way, as I said, there's another setup for the summons, which I said that yesterday. There's a setup where you're using Nature's Herald Mustard and you're using the Poison Defilers Reckoning, which is with 1 extra, but then you're not using the Deadly Tips, and instead you're using this dagger, Tireless Guardian. So this gives you 400% extra damage if you can stack it twice. If you can go through both familiars. This one can give you, with enough summons, I think 300 damage. let me check. 4 summons here, then another 3 here, that's 7. Then there's from the familiar another 8, 9, and then this one 10. And that's excluding each enemy killed by a dryad has a chance for a new dryad to appear. So 10 is the minimum if you have all your summons available up, excluding the proc ones. So that's 300% damage. For the other, you still have to keep regenerating through the familiar, but you kind of need to time it well, because the duration is 8 seconds. You want to time it so that you're jumping through one, and a little bit before it expires you're jumping through the other familiar, and then you just keep doing that to keep it up, to keep that damage up. If you jump through both familiars at the same time, it's gonna give you that damage instantly, but you're gonna have a downtime period. 26 million, well, that was not bad. Again, summons just like my turret do seem to do high damage sometimes, and it's still yellow, so I'm wondering if this is crits or whether this is just max damage. It's hard to tell because it's the same color. So are those 20 plus million hits crits? Are they not? Does crit chance benefit them? Does crit damage benefit them? Because if it does, if crit damage benefits them, I'm gonna change my whole way of playing Summoner entirely and get duelist chain reaction and other things. Okay. Come on, summons, kill. See, this is the thing I'm not a big fan of. They're super random in regards to who they're attacking. I can't... we don't have a pet attack hotkey. Or if there is one, I really don't know about it, but I would have read in the patch notes if they've added one. So a bit different playstyle with the summoner. And as before, it's not your fast meta setup, but if you play it right, you can survive and the pets can do the killing. So a typical summoner build. Not like walls and summoner builds. Would be nice if we could have some damage transferring to that big summon WoW itself. It would have been amazing. Come on. I'd also love to see icons of my summoned minions to see how many of each type I've got. And if it expires after a certain duration, to have the timer on that icon at the top. When it comes to quality of life, I can come up with so many ideas in a game after playing it for a few hours. second, just a second. Okay, ready. Wanted to check something quickly, had to out and tap. Thought my stream was down again, but it's not, it seems. Might have been just buffering or something, but I just saw a warning. So I'm not noticing anything that changed on LS's voice lines. They said something changed, I'm not seeing hearing the changes. Alright, I gotta return up there. Q. I wish I could see how many stacks of deadly tips I've got on me at the moment. Right, let's keep moving. Oh, I wanted to see something with the counterattack stuff, how it changed. 5.9 is with 5.9 is with 3000, 4000 counterattack damage. So 59 with 39,000 with 89 I can get 120%. Talisman of the Predator. This is the one that increases the god skills, right? Oh no, it was the other one. This one for the farming. Okay. Alright, that's pretty fast killing. I think the summons did get a little bit of a boost, because I don't remember seeing 29 million hits before. I remember seeing 21, 2, 3, but now every now and then I'm even seeing 29 without changing any of my items. I even added a little bit of stuff here, a little bit more damage reduction. So So there's that. I removed, what did I remove? The thing that's damage increased after moving, right? So I removed 20% damage. I added 40-50% damage reduction, and that's kind of it. Here I had 10% damage, which I swapped out for that, so it's still not losing the damage there. I think the rebalancing they've done on the enemies is great. If Chaos 10 feels like this, then that's a good news for Keela, for Elessa. A good news kind of a situation here for her and the summons. I want to see the poison build though. I really want to see the poison build because that's where I might have some problems with surviving if I'm supposed to be doing the damage and taking all the damage myself rather than the summon stunting. I can tell that with Lifesteal the poison build would be strong, like any build would be stronger with Lifesteal. This is just kind of a fact here. And the similar build is probably the one build that would not be as strong with Lifesteal as the others, but I'm still gonna get some bonuses from Lifesteal, even if the summons can't Lifesteal. I can still use my trap and blade etc. to heal. So the summons are strong if they're around the boss and focus it. If they don't focus the boss, it's a bit difficult. Yeah, he was in a bad spot. I tried to move it away, but no, I lost my damage reduction. Come on boss, don't stay fucking there. See, this is the summon's fault. They're just staying there and not allowing the boss to move. Now it should be a bit easier here. Alright, pets, focus on the boss. We should get this quickly. So Chaos 10 boss, I can't say he's getting melted, but he kind of is by the summons, so pretty happy with the results. Of course, if I didn't die, it would have been nice, but I don't have the damage reduction. I need to get hit 100 times to get this to work, and yeah, I'm not gonna get hit 100 times before the boss. This is gonna take a few tries. So yeah, when I stood back, the summons did the damage and it was fine on Chaos 10. Not sure how good this padded armor is for the summoner build, because with the summoner build you're trying not to take hits. So you're probably not gonna be building up the padded armor as much on a summoner setup. Let's try the poison build now. I'm thinking I'm not gonna be able to do Chaos 10 on the poison setup. Oh, I've already got some stuff here, but that was my farming set. So that means I need to change some stuff. okay. And we definitely don't need this, so this also is not needed. So Wild Hunt for more damage for Queen's Wrath won't do me much good. This could do me any good, but we'll see. We'll see if it works at all. Ember Talisman on the other hand would be the perfect match. So I need the cooldown reduction ring. Where was it? Guardian. But which one? The one with cooldown. Crit chance 26 only? Only 26? Damn. I really need crit chance. This Ember Talisman. If only I had a good Ember Talisman with crit chance. Right, let's try a map with this build. I also said I need to change something in the passives. A little bit more damage reduction. So there. This poison damage used to buff my stuff. Damage increased after moving. Should I replace it for Guardian Spirit for health regeneration maybe? No, I can't get this one, so it would have to do. Let's start. I love the tornado. It gives a lot of regeneration, but I wanna try without it. This is one of many versions of the poison setup I've tried a few months ago, back in December and January. So Chaosbane is definitely gonna be tough. It's definitely gonna be tough surviving here. If I let them hit me, I'm probably gonna be toasted. See, just the little guys can hit me for like half my HP. This is what I expected from the poison build. I didn't expect to be able to survive in Chaos 10. Let's do something. Let's try and tank. Yeah, it's not gonna work tanking head on Chaos 10. But had to test it with all the health regeneration, damage reduction, etc. So Lessa still feels like the underdog, the weakest of them all. But Conrad now is kind of as weak as Elessa. After the God skill heals got broken and it no longer works. It doesn't even work when I initially cast the God skill. What needs more crit chance? This has 13, this needs crit chance. And this needs crit chance. Oh, and maybe instead of Ring of Resonance we can take the damage reduction ring. Was it Iron Bark? There's this other one, which I probably... this one, the Chitin Links. I probably need that one for Chaos 10. I never could find a good one. I've only found like 2 or 3 a few months ago when I was farming. And there's a new one that keeps draining my energy. It would go well with this build. If it keeps draining my energy, I can just spam more Master Archer stuff. But look at how slow it is. Probably a bit faster than Conrad, but I'm definitely not killing them fast enough. And if I stop in one place, I'm gonna die. I'm wondering how strong the trap build is. Come on, Elessa, come on. Kill this enemy. This one's taking forever to kill. I can only imagine how long the boss would take me. Recommended. Elessa with non-summoner builds, I guess not. Maybe with the trap build and the physical, I need to check it. But the poison build is still kind of not the best one. I miss the days when the poison build was so strong, because we could spam spinning blade with like 3-second cooldown. And that was 3-second cooldown with some cooldown reduction, of course, with like 40%, 50% cooldown reduction. Could get it to 3, I think, or maybe it was 3 default. I need to check some of my old videos to see what the cooldown of spinning blade was. Wow, almost died there. And the game really needs a boost of the skills, those skills. The bloodlust skills. Look at the damage. This is just like tickling them. The damage of things like that definitely needs to be boosted, needs to scale with hero level. Because right now, apart, this is taking forever. I'm thinking on a boss it would be easy because the spinning blade would return and kill it. I'm gonna try and pull some more enemies together. Always love this dodging, being able to dodge through enemies. I don't like games where you can dodge, but you can dodge through enemies. Unless, for example, you get an upgrade from a passive or something like that. For example, in Wilson you can dodge through enemies with an upgrade passive, but yeah, it just doesn't feel right to have to take a passive to be able to dodge through enemies. Oh, I forgot on this build to change some stuff. A little bit more damage reduction and damage. Good thing I noticed. There we go, 20 million hits. This is much better. Did I get... yeah, I actually got a decent boss. The Jabber's White is one of the preferred bosses to play against on this build. He has big hitbox, so the blade can bounce off of walls and hit him multiple times. If I do it like this, he's gonna hit the wall, bounce back, hit him again. As long as I aim it properly. It's a bit difficult to aim properly when there's so many enemies on me. Thankfully the health regeneration is keeping me alive. If I had wife steal, it's gonna be even better. Ah, fuck. I knew it, I shouldn't stop to use brambles. As soon as I stopped to use the brambles, this happened. Can I face tank with the extra damage reduction I got from the passives? Probably gonna spend a lot of time farming passive skills tomorrow. See, I can't face tank. That's kind of 40% damage reduction from here when maxed out. Then another 20 if I'm in the zone of this one. Then another 10. So that's 70. I mean, there's another damage reduction. Where was it after moving? This one is 40, but only if there's only from the first attack. So when HP is at maximum, so it's not gonna work on this map. This gives me permanent 10%, I think. If no enemies are nearby, so not really permanent. This is okay, but it's only 10% and only after moving. Only after a tactical row, so pretty limited when it comes to damage reduction I can grab. If I want the HP regeneration, it's not gonna work well. Let's remove that health regen and let's go for then I'm just gonna have to focus on dodging the attacks of one enemy instead of two that can one-shot. Okay, one of them almost dead. Oh, what the hell did I do? Clicked on the wrong place. Okay, and the Chaos spawn is dead now. Just the Jabby. Alright, Jabby. Thankfully it's returning and hitting him again when I throw it. The Brambos used to be melting bosses, but you can see if I stop to do Brambos, bad things are happening. He's getting down soon. No, don't stun me. Yay, got him. Oh, cheating links. Cheating links. I actually want that for damage reduction, so I can face tank stuff. And it gives me cooldown reduction. I mean, it's better than the one I've got, I think. See, I'd rather take the cooldown instead of crit and damage over time. So all I need is cooldown and crit damage on a cheating links, even if it doesn't have damage or crit damage. Crit chance and cooldown, crit chance and cooldown. For harder content. But yeah, the summoner build is much easier to farm Chaos 10 with. Just test it and can confirm. But Chaos 10 in general, it's only 300 more wood quality than Chaos 9, and I think farming Chaos 8 or 9 is fine. Farming Chaos 8 or 9 should be okay for you if you're playing Elessa. So now back to Bragi, I say maybe. Did a few runs with Elessa, did a few runs with Conrad, did a few runs with what's its name? With Evontier, and now a little bit of Bragi, and then back to Keela. So change hero, Bragi. I want to do the first quest so I can get that damage reduction skill. And Hammered Toe, I do not play Diablo 3 anymore, if you're still there. Sorry for the late reply. I was kind of in the zone when doing the boss, concentrating. But yeah, Diablo 3 I do not play anymore. I just don't enjoy a lot of the things. The endless Paragon grind, the itemization, which is kind of this game. For example, this game is copying the bad things in Diablo. It's copying the limited itemization where you have to collect a set piece, set armor to get that bonus to use some strong skill based on the set. This is something in Diablo 3 that I don't like, that this game kind of is copying. Um, there's other things I don't like about Diablo, such as I said, the endless grind for Paragon levels, and how if someone is sharing their account with someone else, they can always be at the top of the leaderboards because two people grinding Paragon levels for stats. Just if they limited the Paragons to like 1600, 1500, 1200, whatever, just to limit them to a. Thankfully with this guy I can speed through everything. But there are things I like about Diablo a lot, such as the limited trading. Many people don't like it because they like free trading, they like being able to sell items with real money and having black market in the game. I'm not a fan of this. If a game has trading for free, where you can exchange items for real money, where you have bots and whatnot, and people abusing the system just so they can make a quick buck. I'm not a big fan of that. Thankfully, Diablo actually managed to solve it, but they didn't solve it the right way. There's better ways to solve this with auction houses and bits and stuff like that. Uh, Wolsen, for example, didn't. Wolsen did the same thing Path of Exile did. Trading completely freely with the trading window. This game is even worse. With this game, you can just drop the item on the ground and the other person can pick it. And if your inventory is full and you pick an item, it gets dropped and then the other person can pick it and loot it. So this game really needs to. But this game, I mean, I'm not expecting much from that game when it comes to changing certain things like that anymore. So now I'm gonna remove this probably and get some more damage reduction from this. I'm gonna see how it is with other things. Each attack has a chance to stun bleeding enemies. Bleeding deals more damage. Uh, okay, I'm gonna remove deep gashes just to see how my damage would suffer by losing deep gashes, and then I can get. And what do I wanna upgrade now? I can upgrade this. So Bragian Wife Leech would be amazing. Again, many builds would be amazing with Wife Leech. Turrets and summons not so great as a synergy, but other builds definitely, especially AoE stuff like Bragi. And that's without upgrading. As I said, this guy can get up to 500-600 more crit damage if I find better gear. With new gear with higher counterattack damage, because they almost doubled the counterattack damage we can get from items, which is a lot. As I said, that's like 5-6 thousand counterattack damage, roughly 500-600 crit damage, maybe even more counterattack damage we can get from upgrading every single piece of equipment that I've got with something for more counterattack. Of course, the hardest part to upgrade would be the Ring of Resonance. The rest I can upgrade with drops eventually. Wait, what ring was I using? Resonance and Tori, okay. Not even using Siege Breaker and things like that, but I'm using the Resonance for the synergies with stuns and stuff. Wait, I wanted to check something in the passes with Deep Gashes. Was it bleeding deals more damage or bleeding enemies take more damage? Bleeding deals more damage. What about Trev? But bleeding enemies take more damage, so this is actually the thing I need. I'm not sure why I didn't have it there. So if I remove this padded arm, let's remove this. I'm gonna remove this one. Trail fire is nice, but I don't really need it, so just the basic attacks, 8 million. Oh, Shaman, let's get the Shaman. You can see the 70 something million hits every now and then. Ah, fuck. Phew. I was pressing my number 4, but I think I got stunned. And by the time I could use it, yeah, this happened. Oh, and this one's still alive. Come on. No! So close to the middle. So close to the middle. Yeah, need more damage reduction to survive this shit. So this one, unless I take 100 hits, it's not doing much for me. And I remove the other one with 10% damage reduction and... Okay, losing 20% damage, getting 10% damage and some damage reduction. Maybe that's gonna work. Maybe I can get this instead of this for now. And all that damage over time is just messing with me so much. See, even those poison fields, I can't stand for more than 1 second in one of those poison fields. So hit and run it is. Not liking how there's always one mark right next to the boss. And by the way, my cooldown reduction is far from perfect, 47.6. This needs to be close to 60, so I can be spamming the jumps as much as I can. But I'm happy with Bragi. Right now, the way he's in a good place, and he can be even stronger with new items, with the increase in counter attack damage from items. Let's see. So what if I change to the Grimnir set? The Grimnir set with crit chance, this is my farming set obviously. So if I change to this and go to Chaos 8, I should be able to farm quickly with the Grimnir. Definitely farming set here. I've been farming fragments, it seems, with him. So okay. I've been doing this for health regeneration, but I wanna see the heroic one. 100 crit damage, not bad, not bad. Loving that they've added crit damage to it. What did they add to the heroic anvil? Heroic anvil. Still the same, cooldown damage reduction damage. And did this change the heroic gashes? Heroic gashes is still the same. Okay, let's go for Grimnir. Just to see. Okay, that should work. I mean, it's for farming, so did I change to Chaos 8? Yeah. Just wanna see how quickly I can farm Chaos 8 on the farming stuff. So my wood quality should be pretty high with this setup. I think I had like 400 something here, 386. That means here it's 5.5 thousand on Chaos 8. Wondering if I can farm Chaos 9 with this. It's definitely not gonna survive easy on Chaos 8. We used to use this to farm Chaos 5 and 6 before. Wow, the cooldown doesn't seem to like me on this build. Look at how many fragments I've missed, wow. I wonder if I can survive with the spin to win Bloodlust skill when it's charged. Let's pick up the orbs and try and survive with the spin to win. That it gives me. Was it 2 stages or 3 stages that I need for that? I'm gonna go for 3 stages just to be sure I've got it. Otherwise I'm gonna have to recollect the orbs and yeah. So let's see the spin to win, can it survive? I'm not getting hit by some of the beefy guys, but probably gonna die. Yeah, look at that, I almost died. With Wife Leech I can see the regular spin to win making a nice debut in the build roster. But that means I'm gonna have to farm a lot, and I don't think I've got the patience to farm that much on Bragi again. But I will test it. I will test it without the Wife Leech on Chaos 6-7. See if it's better than before. And with Wife Leech probably it's gonna be fine, but the problem would not be the Wife Leech working or not, it would be the damage reduction. With Spin to Win you're kind of in this game stuck in one place. It doesn't benefit from movement speed bonuses, and you're kind of slow. You're kind of slow with it, and it's very limiting. Let's keep moving there. Alright, Spin to Win. And it's over, and the Bloodlust is over. So Chaos 8 seems like a very good speed for my crit chance setup. It's not my other setup for pushing, it's my setup for farming. 61 crit chance. Everything blessed for crit chance. Oh, this is not best for crit chance? Oh yeah, for some crits. We want crit damage from counter attack. So just one item with counter attack. I only left this one because I probably don't have a secondary Grimnir. Although now I do. Now I seem to do. Oh, it's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna get that much more. Just 2% more crit chance. That's gonna be what, 10, 20 more wood quality. Not gonna make or break the farming. Okay, do we wanna try something else next? Maybe try the Ever Peaks. So yeah, Ever Peaks. Let's do some Ever Peaks stuff. I'm gonna take my pushing items, put them in the Ever Peaks. Remove that. Okay, something doesn't seem right here. This doesn't seem right here. So we're taking where was this kill? Relentless Carnage was it? No. Trail of Blood. I can remove this and get Trail of Blood, probably. Okay. Another Chaos 8 just to see some farming done. Tomb Kings. Let's try the Tomb Kings. Is it gonna be a Sphinx or a Scorpion? Scorpion is a bit annoying, and on this map I think it's always a Sphinx, if I'm not mistaken. So with this I've got a little bit more damage reduction thanks to the 20 from oh, and I've got jumpy jump being spammy on this one. Wait, energy gain 20% only? Yeah, this seems fine. Was that 85 million I just saw earlier? Just having a little bit of trouble with keeping my energy up because I'm not using my basic attacks. But that can be remedied if I start using the basic attacks more often. Come on, pick up the red. Ah, it's shit. This one too. But yeah, Fiery Ring of Tori, one of the rings I wouldn't mind using as a red instead of green if it has good rows. Let's get some energy. A lot of jumping. The House of Pain. The House of Pain dude, a lot of jump around going on here. Okay, let's keep moving. No, I was pressing my number 1. Did I get stunned again? It's super hard sometimes to see. Now it was that 300 wood quality buff. Move, move. Okay, this was fine. Okay, let's get some energy. Alright. So let's go back to Keela, I guess. back to Keela and do some farming with her. What's the time? Almost 11 p.m. I can go for another hour or so. So I'm gonna take a quick 1 minute, 2 minutes break for a piece. So be right back. I'm coming in a moment. Thank you for waiting. So Kiwa, back to farming on her. Where do I spend the new stuff? I'm gonna spend it here, and I'm gonna maybe remove some of this here, put it back there. Like that, probably. Wait, what build am I on right now? Is that the turret? Turret build? Turret build, okay. So that's the build I uploaded today. And what difficulty? Chaos 9? Yeah, let's keep doing Chaos 9. Or should I go to Chaos 8 so it goes a bit faster? I'm loving Chaos 8 as a farming grounds. Cooldown crit chance granite ring. Oh. So for when I need more cooldown and crit chance, I mean I always need crit chance. Might as well bless it and try losing some damage to get that one. Pendant of the Rebel. Crit chance, crit damage, HP. This is pretty solid. Unfortunately bad base. And the Slaughter. Crit chance, crit damage, armor. 3 good things, 2 bad things. More armor, less HP. Okay, let's farm. Corn, good. My favorite farming corn enemies. killing the children of the corn. Oh, this was the reworked version of the build, the one with less damage reduction. Current cooldown of the skill. I think it just needs slight buff in regards to how long the cooldown is, to make the cooldown shorter of that skill. She needs some mobility, and that's her only mobility skill right now, apart from this one that gives her movement speed. But Bragi also has a god skill with movement speed, and god skill is not a reliable thing for mobility. Wait, do I need all the damage reduction on this? I can probably change the Grom Reel for the Siege Breaker. Now my crit chance is 32, not too bad. Still bad crit chance though, but that's because this one doesn't give crit chance, so I'm trying to farm a good mountain pendant. Okay, so yeah, let's rush to the creature. I'm gonna kill the enemies on the way with the turrets. Oh, did I just make a circle? I was not paying attention to the map. So yeah, at least I know where to go now. Come on, there we go. Okay, keep moving, keep moving. This way. And that should be where the boss is finally. At the end of this one. If it's not at the end of this, then there's gonna be a lot of backtracking again. Oh, Chaosbane, nice. Oh no, I got surrounded. Yeah, with this build I'm not used to that, to not having as much damage reduction as I do on the other. And kind of hard to deal with those enemies without the Stompy Stomp god skill with the thumping. Come on turrets, do your thing, do your thing. I forgot to dodge. Forgot to dodge that explosion. Well, at least we killed him quickly after that. Any good wood? Builder's overcoat, yes. Full set. Please tell me it's a good one. I mean, it's pretty hard to not be a better one. The only way this could not have been a better one is if it didn't have HP and had regeneration and had like energy, wood quality, cost reduction, counter attack in one. So an upgrade. Let's go to the town and enjoy my first full green set for Keela. The other ones are still kind of missing 2 or 1 piece each. There we go, blessed. Oh, and it's 4000 even. From 4060 I got 4041. Pretty close to the max I could get. Okay. So need my skill back there. The old one, let's sell the old one because I'm kind of getting full with items. Let's see if there's anything else I could sell. Back to 69 inventory storage space. Swanish, I'd rather not reduced armor. This cooldowns increased, I'd rather not. Cooldowns increased, no thank you. Alright, this is nice. If only they would remove those annoying modifiers that we just kind of reroll every time. I'm just not playing two out of 6 acts. I'm not playing because they drop with shitty modifiers and the enemies are super overpowered in those 2 acts. So yeah, 1/3 of the available maps I'm skipping kind of in the state the game is in right now. Especially on this one, I don't have good mobility on this one to deal with Swanish pulling me all the time and slowing me and all of that. So with this one, even more reasons to skip Swanish and to skip Tsinj. It's weird how Keela has right now with full green only 261k HP. Which item doesn't give HP? One of the items I've got probably doesn't give HP. This one doesn't give HP, and that's a huge loss. From Hammer I can get 20,000 HP, 39,000 HP. Whoa. So I can get 40,000 HP from this if I had a good one. This doesn't give HP, this doesn't give HP. This doesn't give HP, so I can still get up to close to 400,000 HP if everything gives some. But yeah, without the introduction I'm still gonna be taking like a million hits or so. But it's nice to find a difficulty you can run within a reasonable speed and just farm that one difficulty. Um, 300, 600, 900 wood quality difference. After 5000 or after 4.5 thousand, it's kind of yeah, not that big of a difference. It's still gonna be nice to have more, but if it takes you too long to complete a map in the lower difficulty, it's better to just stick to what doesn't take that long, because it's gonna be more relic chests opened, more bosses killed per minute and or per hour, and more drops per hour in general, even if it's with lower chance. I will be experimenting with some builds that are not viable for Chaos 9, but maybe would be nice for speed farming Chaos 7 or 8. Something that's more on the weak side damage reduction wise, but damage wise is pretty strong. Something like that I might experiment with. Although I need to return a bit to Wilson in the next few days. I'm just gonna make one more build video for Keela, and then maybe see if I can revisit some of the old build videos for the other classes. I'm noticing some broken things, I'm noticing some good things on the other classes. I'm noticing some bad things as well, that kind of broken, like not being able to heal myself when using god skills on Conrad. I think that's actually broken on every character. I need to test it. So far I don't think I've been able to heal myself with the god skill on Keela when I was using the pendant for this thing, so maybe they just completely broke it. This is the main reason Conrad right now kind of feels weak. At least the old builds we used to play before on him. Alright, mutilate. Die quickly. That was a quick, nice kill. But I'm loving how the mage feels. With the mage, Chaos 10 felt okay with some builds. Actually, it's weird how the less damage reduction build with the more damage felt better than the one that was more tanky. So ult 1 felt worse than the Dragon Tamer on the mage when it comes to speed to clear stuff. Ult 1 still could get wrecked on Chaos 10 on the mage, so it was weird. It was supposed to be the max damage reduction kind of combo. Cooldown crit damage. Cooldown crit chance. Aha, no money. Fuck. Ran out the gold. Well, this kind of sucks. I wish we could get more gold when giving the NPC items and stuff like that. Sucks when you don't have enough and then you have to do an invasion or expedition to get some more gold for rerolling maps. Oh, come on. There we go. At least, yeah, on this difficulty they're dying pretty quickly with the turret build. On the melee build it would be even better on this difficulty, but I wanna play more with the turret build today. And this version of it is fun. The one with experimental explosive instead of the... what was the other name? The other skill I was using was move mountains. So this is a weird setup. I can try a version without Engineer of War and just go all in on the damage, see how that works out for me. But as I said, I think crit damage doesn't help my turrets. I think crit damage doesn't help them. But it's weird how sometimes they do more damage, sometimes they do less. See 10 million damage sometimes. Let's just spam turrets just to see how much damage we get for those. 2 million. Can I get a 10 mil? It's like a Hydra mess. Yeah, 10 million with a turret. So on the turret build you can get that much damage with the right passives, legendary ranks and gear and god skills. I'm thinking that this is critting. I'm thinking that I could get it higher if I rework my god skill. So next thing I'm gonna do is all in on the crit damage. This means on the way here I'm not losing any damage. Not losing any damage. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points. Let's say 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 points. I think that's gonna be enough to max out the crit damage to 410. I wanna see if this would get higher, but I have to keep in mind that there's some damage nodes on the way. 2, 3. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage nodes on the way to here. That's 10% damage, and then here I can have 1 damage node, 2 damage nodes. Okay. So I have to account for this. So margin of like 12, 13 million would be acceptable if turrets don't benefit from the crit damage. But if they benefit from the crit damage, that means I should be seeing something like 16, 17 million hits when going all in on the crits, and that's gonna be some nice rocket science we're gonna be doing now with those rocket spewing turrets. So okay, next run would be the test. I'm gonna try and get corn enemies as well. How am I with the goat right now? 35,000. Okay, I can roll for 7-8 maps. Because I'm probably gonna have 40 something 50,000 by the end of this map. I'm gonna be rolling for the basic ones just so it's cheaper to reroll. So I can be fighting the same enemies, but I don't think it matters whether it's the same enemies or not. Fact is, I'm reaching 10 million hits right now. With the turrets, if I just only use turrets. Of course I'm gonna use some melee now to speed things up a bit. Alright, here we come. God's Q respec. So this is 260. 320. 410. What does this mean? 38 damage. And before, the damage I had before, I think I had it up to here. So from 22 to 30, actually no, I had it to here. From 24 to 38 damage. So, as I said, from 10 to 12, 13 million is acceptable number if crit damage is not added to the turrets. But if crit damage is added to the turrets, that's like from 260 to 410 crit damage. I should be seeing some good increase there. I will be testing some stuff. So I'm not gonna be using this for the test. This would be used later. Now, only gonna increase the chance here. So I'm gonna be doing lesser maps so I can... Oh, never mind, I got corn from the first try. The same enemies, same difficulty. Again, I should be seeing higher numbers, even if they don't take crit damage from the turrets. $9 million. Highest so far is 9 million. Of course, we're looking for something over 13 million to see if we can see such a number. I mean, this game could use some more transparency regarding certain things, whether summons, turrets, etc. crit or not, because they always give us yellow numbers, but seems like they crit and just the numbers show up as yellow because it's pet damage. $8 million so far, highest crit. And I'm doing the same thing I was doing before, just spamming the turret to keep that up, And with 5 turrets I have more damage. They get more damage. I'm not gonna be using the other skills. But if I use a melee skill on a turret, I think I increase its damage. Not sure if I'm using this passive now. I think we need more enemies. I think I need more enemies at once so I can see the numbers clearly. So far I've not seen even a 10 million hit. Maybe I'm blind and I'm not seeing them. But I can definitely tell they die quicker now. Of course, overheating is also a factor. Come on, give me a good number. 4 million. Seems like I'm getting less damage now. Maybe they really are dying quicker, so it's hard to say. But with the turret build, you can kind of stay away from danger, and the only problem would be bosses like the Scorpion. Bosses like the Scorpion would be a bit annoying. Ones with a ton of corruption marks would also be annoying, and you would be dying one to shot it by things spawning in your feet. 9 million, I think I saw 9 million, 8 million. Come on, why am I not seeing even 10 right now? I have more damage and more crit damage, so in theory I should be getting much higher hits on those turrets. The enemies don't have extra armor, right? Yeah, they don't. I'm going the wrong way, so let's return to the right way. Probably I need some champions so I can see those numbers. Wondering if it's the rockets that do the damage, or if it's the machine gun, or if it's the flame throwing part of the turret, because the turret has 3 attacks at the same time when it's a heroic one. Maybe I need to go to Chaosbane so the enemies don't die that quickly. Let's do this. This doesn't give me damage. The number 1 skill gives damage, by the way, but I wanna avoid using it. But let's see. This gives me basic damage. Would that basic... Fuck, I used the wrong thing. I'm not seeing higher numbers, that's for sure. Not seeing higher numbers. But they seem to be doing damage more often. But unfortunately turrets don't wipe steal, and I can see why they don't, because they attack so quickly. It's gonna be OP, but it would have been nice to probably just cap them, to not be able to wipe steal with every attack, but once every 2 seconds or every 1.5 seconds would have been nice. Even if it's every 2 seconds with 5 turrets, you're still gonna be wipe stealing 5 times every 2 seconds, so... But yes, 9 million was the highest I've seen with this rework of the skills. Not sure what exactly is the reason for this. To be seeing less when I actually have more damage and more crit damage. The boss fight would be the decisive test, I guess. I wish I could slow it down or make it to only show me hits in the millions instead of the K. Like a damage filter. There's many games with wood filtering, but why not add damage filtering in games? To only show numbers after a certain point. Imagine someone doing a mod like that in ARPGs. To filter the damage numbers that are below a certain threshold. Or to filter non-crits and only show crits. I think I've seen in one game to only show crits as an option. Yeah, this test was not successful because I couldn't see the numbers clearly, and I never saw something over 10 million. It makes no sense. Before I had much less damage, much less crit damage, yet I was seeing 10 million. Now I'm not even seeing 10 million. I'm kind of baffled by this. See, I had armor HP, armor HP, armor HP on the way. Champion damage reduction, and I had this another champion damage reduction, so there's no damage anywhere on the way of the things I took before. Now it's weird. It definitely is. So I'm gonna have to try another map. Thankfully another corn map, so it's good. If I keep testing on the same enemies, it's nice. I'm pretty sure this should be able to give us good damage if turrets hits can count as crit hits. And benefit from the crit damage. Even if they don't, the turrets should benefit from normal damage bonuses from the god skills. If they don't benefit from them, then there's some sort of big bullshit going on. But they're clearing super quickly. That's for sure. Have to keep sure that there's always 5 of those at the same time up. I'm paying attention to the numbers, but I'm not seeing the high numbers. Do I need to be standing next to the turret to get that extra damage? Just wanna see something. And this is without getting the damage passive. I can get the passive for more damage, keep that in mind. But I just wanna see that extra damage. I think the rockets are, and the explosions are the one that gives a lot of damage from the turrets. 8 million just now. Come on, show me that high damage. I know it's there. No, it's somewhere there, I'm just not seeing it. Because otherwise I'm gonna be led to believe it's broken. And that it doesn't benefit from damage or crit damage bonuses. 12 million, okay, finally. I'm hoping that was a turret hit. So that means it's not benefiting from crit damage, just from damage. If from 10 mil, it went to 12 by adding another how many percent damage? 16% extra damage, from 22 to 38 damage there. This definitely is within the norms of a turret that doesn't benefit from crits. Oh, there's an easier way to test it as well. Let's remove this chain reaction. That means we're losing 400 crit damage. Can I still see the same numbers? Can I still see 8, 9, 10, 12 million hits? 8 million, I can see 8. Come on, show me a 10 at least. Can't see the numbers well. 8 million, I can still see 8 million. If I can see 10 and 12, then I would be able to confirm it doesn't benefit from crits. If I don't see 10 or 12, I could safely say that it benefits from that 400 crit damage. We'll see. Crit damage right now for me is 550, so 400 is kind of almost half my crit, almost double my crit damage with it. Come on, show me a high number, high number. For a second there I saw an orange 4 million. That probably was from my explosive rush and from the flames it leaves on the ground. Okay. Eight mil highs so far without the duelist chain reaction. Come on. Of course the overheating also needs to be kept at a high level to get the good hits, so there's that too. So there's things that need to align. First this needs to be active for damage, then this needs to be 5, this needs to be 100, and this needs to be active legendary reinforcement in order to get that high number. If only there were dummies in the town. Right now I'm just using turrets, just for science. Jim, you need helmet, chest and legs. Do you mean red ones? Cause I could give you red ones. I could try and find some red ones. I do have a helmet, even a green one that I could give you. I can't give you chest piece, but I can give you legs. Or do you mean this by legs? So I can give you boots and helmet green, and I can try and find you some red ones. Oh, you're on Xbox. Oh yeah, definitely won't be able to. But this is not Chaos 10 or 9. This is only Chaos 8. Only Chaos 8 on this one. And I'm just testing. At the moment you can see I'm only using turrets because I'm trying to figure out whether the turrets benefit from crit damage bonuses or not. And it's weird. It's weird. I think I'm gonna strip down all the procs and test the damage without all the procs. So I'm gonna get rid of this thing. This thing. I'm gonna get rid of this thing. Cause it's too much randomness to see the right numbers. So without this I'm always gonna be without the 20% damage. I'm gonna do some more testing. It's super hard though. When you have so many turrets hitting the same target at the same time, it's almost impossible to notice the hits. So what else do I want to remove? Something that might mess with my damage and keep changing it. This doesn't mess with the damage. This is fine. This doesn't mess with it either. So I mean, this only messes that the overheating is faster. So I can just maybe make it overheating is slower to get. WoW beat 93. The balance for other chars is kind of okay, but Conrad is broken. On Conrad, I can no longer heal when using God skill with that necklace. Even the initial using of the skill doesn't heal me. Some of the other characters are very well done in regards to being able to do kills 10, 9, 8 on some builds. I didn't test every single build, but I can tell you Summoner Alessa feels okay. The melee mage feels okay, but squishy still, which is expected. It has always been squishy if you go all in on the damage. Conrad seems to be weak now. Conrad used to be strong, now he seems underwhelming. And there's only one reason why he's underwhelming, and this is because they kind of nerfed the Blade of Vengeance, and on top of that, he cannot heal with this thing. Every character has one of those heals when a god skill is used. So this is supposed to heal me when I use a god skill. When I use this one, for example, experimental ammunitions. So let me quickly equip it just to show you. I'm gonna go into a map. I'm trying to do corn because I'm testing on the same enemies, but I guess it doesn't matter whether it's the same enemies or not. Just trying to make something that's not messing with my damage. If it's not messing with my damage, I can keep testing stuff. So I will test if I can heal myself with God skill. If I can, then it's broken on every single character. But before it used to be able to heal me. So see, my HP is now going down. So in theory, if I use this, I should get 20% HP. And just wait for my HP to go down. See, I'm not getting HP, so it is broken. It used to be broken before in a way that it healed enemies. Then they fixed it and it stopped healing the enemies. And it started healing players as well. and now it doesn't heal. I mean, things break pretty often in Chaosbane, I can tell you that. So okay, now I'm looking for the highest hit on the turret. 9 million. 9 million hit. This was definitely a turret hit because I was not using anything else. Oh, I'm using Siege Breaker. This can mess with my calculations. I'm gonna remove it for now. I need something that would not mess with my calculations. See, all those procs are not good when testing stuff. Corroder, I can probably remove the corroder and start messing without it. So let's try, and instead of using the corroder, let's use maybe Lead Spitter, but Lead Spitter would be doing a lot of damage. With explosions which would mess with me, I'm gonna be using the Forge Butt. The Forge Butt is what I'm gonna be using. It's not the weapon I want, I just want to check how it is, and this would hit cooldowns maybe. What other rings have I got under my... Alright, for now this one. Just so I can be testing the damage without anything modifying that damage. Oh, I need to heal now. So we're looking for the highest crit number we can see. For the highest number we can see. Turrets always do yellow damage. Why am I taking so much? I'm losing a lot of HP. It says when heroes stop fighting. Oh, do you see what's happening? I'm considered that when the turrets are doing damage, it's considering that I'm not fighting. It says when heroes stop fighting, they lose HP every second. So the turrets doing damage does not count as me fighting. Another bug I just found. It should be considering me in combat and fighting when the turrets are doing damage, but it isn't. So what would be the highest number now? Once I know the highest number I can get with this, I will go back to do this chain reaction and see the highest number there. On the same difficulty, same everything. Come on, show me a high number. I'm gonna put this here in case I need HP. Although it's probably not gonna give me... Actually, I'm gonna do one more thing. In case I need HP, I will be doing this. Just for now. Ah, come on. I didn't wanna attack. I kept pressing on the enemy, it kept... When I wanted to move and not attack enemies, it doesn't. When I wanted to attack enemies and not move, it doesn't. It's weird. So yeah, we're looking for the highest possible number here.